What's up, y'all? We back with another video, man, on UTK20, y'all. UTK20 episode 42. Let's go right to y'all. It's lit, boy. So we have a new player on our team, y'all. Junior Pitts, a 98 overall player. No badges. I just created this player, bro. Yeah, boy, Junior Pitts, bro. We got him on our team, y'all. I just created this player, so yeah, y'all. So he don't got no badges. That's okay. He had 98 overall. That's okay. He had 98. He had 98 overall, but he don't got no badges. That's okay, bro. So we going up against the 76ers. Ben Simmons again, bro, and Joel Embiid. We playing against the 76ers on Martin Luther King Day, boy. We on a 41 game streak, y'all. We about to go on a 42 game streak, y'all. It's lit, boy. This Molly my crew, y'all. I changed my jersey number to number 24. So yeah. I changed it to Kobe Bryant jersey number 24. So yeah, Junior Pitts is number 20. So yeah, y'all. I just created this player, bro.
And those are the
he had 98 overall.
Of interesting
so yeah. Look at Tobias Harris. They think they about to win this game, bro. I think this is our third time going up against this team, bro.
Here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan with. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against the Knicks, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Josh Richardson.
Oh, you going Ben Simmons?
In at the shooting guard
position.
And looking at the Nets, we've got lights out. G is out there with Jay. Then there's
that's right, y'all. We got Junior Pitts on our team, bro. So yeah.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. As you look at these two teams, both with strong
doors breaking, yo.
Kevin, we are talking about two teams who play a physical, aggressive style.
I forgot to change the jersey to red, bro.
Either side, I would anticipate a rugged interior game that might lead to a little
bro, who man is that? Right, that's not my man.
Kevin.
Guard Josh Richardson, bro. Guard him, cause that's not my man.
No doubt.
It's a Jordan Clarkson, boy.
Beauty. Guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Poke loose. Here's lights out.
Yeah, boy.
And there's some entertainment value in the windmill.
A rim shaker and a wrist breaker. And
yeah, boy. Let's go, Junior Pitts.
Right, their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
That's what the fans. That's what the fans want to see. That's what the fans want to see. They want to see that. They want to see cool dunks. They want to see that. They want to see dunks, cool dunks.
Coaching staff made that a point
That's what the fans want to see.
Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backcourts.
Thibault, the pass to Richardson. To the middle. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Smooth.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates.
Dunking on Joel Embiid, boy.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. Wow, that was wrong.
That is nice. And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun with the ball in his hand.
Oh, are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
It's stolen in transition. Here come the Nets.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Embiid. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul.
Yo, sorry.
That is his first foul of the game.
Yo, Junior Pitts, bro.
Harris kicks to Richardson.
What's up, my brother? We all brothers. Me and Press, Jay, Junior Pitts, Junior James, we all brothers, so
Fires top of the key. And the 76ers tack out.
we the 99 overall brothers.
I like to see this. They're calling his number early.
Oh yeah, except for Junior Pitts, he a 98 overall, but we all brothers, so
winning rise exponentially.
Here's Smooth, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Nets. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Kicks it out to Richardson. Harris against James. There's the pass to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Throws it up high. And James throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
To the paint. Smooth controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Smooth's got 14.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assist.
where's my takeover, bro?
The 76ers trail by 14.
Are you?
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Simmons passes to Harris. Over James. Harris's shot is off.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And James throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish?
Got my takeover, yo, so y'all knew the dope team coming.
He lobs it up.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Timeout called the 76ers. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking. But they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope
Get that
for.
cheese out of here, boy.
The switch here. Durant's checked in. Smooth stepped in for the Nets. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
That's not no foul. 2K.
this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast.
With the hard slam, boy.
That is
The hard slam, boy. Keep playing, boy.
possible.
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here's Burke. T right on him. They get it back.
That's a good defense.
Horford in the post.
Hey, that's
James.
Oh yeah, that's a good defense. That's a good defense. That's a good defense. Oh yeah.
Here's Simmons.
That's a good defense.
No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
But that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Feeds to Embiid. Good D by James.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense.
Splash.
Prohibits him from completing the play.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here is Horford. He had 10 points in the win against New York. Tipped away. Pass to Simmons. Looking to end the run. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
And the 76ers making a change here. Scott's checked in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Simmons. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 6 points. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
Dunking on Al Horford, boy.
Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Richardson, no luck.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
The pass to Smooth. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Good. He's got 5.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Inside, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Smooth. Pass to lights out. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. 1:32 left to play in the first. Simmons passes to Scott. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from Scott. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for lights out. So he gets them both. It's the Nets now. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains.
I missed 2 shots.
Their three-point percentage, Greg. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Lights out, checked in for Brooklyn. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. Here's Smooth. Oh!
My goodness.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Richardson, good.
Assist from
Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
To the inside. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
To the wing right side. Right wing. Here's lights out. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Hit the reverse windmill, boy.
The defensive end. Are you
Hit the
kidding
reverse
me?
windmill.
Reverse windmill? He's got some serious
Hit the
nerve
reverse
going to that
windmill.
Oh,
finish.
he just couldn't help himself, could he, Greg? Huh? Had the space, has the hops, why not? It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Junior James got to
seconds left
take
here in the
over,
first
yo.
quarter.
I'm going to give it to him.
Here's Smooth, guarded by Simmons. Passes it to lights out. 1 second left, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of
Looking at Al
turnovers in this
Horford,
one.
boy.
Back right after this.
ladies and
Al
gentlemen.
Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball.
Coming from a place where, baseball.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Simmons. Horford is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Trey Burke, and it's Jones in at the foul. Count that one.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Philadelphia with the ball. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Oh! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends.
Got my
Steals,
tickle was
fast
getting
break
up.
buckets,
So
and
y'all
the
know
other
the double team couldn't get
scramble
Burke.
Boy, picking Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017.
Come on, y'all play
paid off for the
defense.
Nets. This guy has proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
Changes up. Horford with the
Oh my
rebound.
God.
And the activity he shows around
Got
the
my
rim
takeover,
is
so I'm
why
supposed to
he
go
is
crazy.
such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without
I
fouling.
don't know why he took that, but
And Jared Allen grew up in the Austin area and played
Looking
here
at
at
Ben
home at the
Simmons.
University of Texas.
Yeah, Kev, just one season with the Longhorns. He really came into the league considered a project, but boy, his development is truly ahead of schedule.
Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead
converted the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
No.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Smooth, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Burke, the pass to Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Harris. Chandler outside. 5 on the clock. And Burke has it in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet little
Bro, oh my.
That's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
The pass to Lights Out. Fires the 3.
Slish. You gotta knock that down.
Here's Lights Out. He's got 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Jay, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Embiid, he's checked in for Damian Jones. The 76ers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
He's shooting 50%, bro.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Back to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Thibault. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded closer. Chandler dishes to Burke. Harris looking it over. Pass to Embiid.
Bro, no, why you are?
Second chance shot.
Bro.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And 74%, yeah, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher. Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Preds. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
The Nets making a switch here. Prez is checked in. Harris, right side. And it's blocked.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Slish.
Nailed from three-point land. Smooth's got 53.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Pass to Embiid.
No.
For the 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
With the Jordan Clarkson, boy.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Richardson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Richardson's got 9 points.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Smooth passes to James. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris outside. Now the feed to Richardson. And the shot
Why
goes
would
in.
you, Jay?
He's got
You
11.
ain't stupid,
I'll tell you,
bro.
what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
James trying to free himself up.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And there's the pass to Harris. From deep,
No.
Richardson.
Yeah.
Richardson missing again.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. Back to Richardson.
No, Josh, no. Yeah, that's a good defense.
Got the line.
Oh, Josh.
And
Oh, my
rebound paying
army.
off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
James. And James throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace
I'm
and
about to
the
get a
rhythm
triple-double.
of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that, Greg. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Thibault. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Chandler outside. Here's Thibault. Ring shot on the way. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Here's Smooth. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Another steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And another one.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Passes it to lights out. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. There's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific
I got a
anticipation to
triple.
force
I got a triple-double, yo.
the turnover.
My tip over with you, yo. So y'all know the double team. So y'all know the double team couldn't get bro.
Pass to Chandler. 1:09 left here in the second. Richardson, no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Smooth.
With the Jordan Purdy slam, boy.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Here's Richardson.
For you.
Misses from close range.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Jay. Durant comes in for James. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Prez. And Irving subbed in for lights out. Richardson, the bounce pass. Clock at 6. Harris passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Dinwiddie outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Boy, how come
When
you
you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Lights out.
Harris with it. He picked up 18 points in their last win against New York. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Not just a threat on offense, Dinwiddie is a fantastic defender, takes advantage of his speed and his reach.
And so it's Brooklyn with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, some perspective, please.
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively. Not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time. Not enough disruption.
We shoot 86% as a team, bro.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Smooth out there with lights out. Then there's Prez. Then there's Jay. And it's James in a power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
Oh my god, bro. I'm trying to have a good start. But that's my first miss coming out the locker room, bro.
Prez. The step back jumper is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Knocked away. Feeds to Simmons. Again, Philadelphia.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Here's Smooth, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. To the paint. Here's Simmons. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
They're doing work here in the second half.
6 shots.
4 to start.
Here's Smooth. Guarded by Simmons. Here's James.
Oh my god.
Some solid defense from Harris.
I'm trying to have a good start, bro.
Now here's Richardson. Defense right on him.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Oh my god, bro.
And Simmons slams it in.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up. Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production.
Converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points
to help his
the
team.
old-fashioned way, boy.
And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a
get the
great
rebound,
rebounder and scorer.
4 on the shot clock. Simmons inside the line. The putback. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's Smooth, and another one falls.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one.
Curry Irving, bro. Curry Irving.
5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
He's not subbing in for you, bro.
One-on-one fast break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think, Greg, this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the right side. Here's lights out, and Embiid with the block. They retain possession.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. To the middle. Harris dishes to Simmons. Misses the baby hook. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And the dunk by James.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. 76ers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. The feed now to Simmons. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Smooth, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Simmons misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft
defense. Oh, that's a 2-point.
Way too many transition opportunities.
Bro, that's a 2-point, bro.
76ers shooting
it well. Got to be on the 3-point line.
50%. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. In the corner, Simmons with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. They get the rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Just steady fouling.
And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Jordan finds James. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by James. Dinwiddie's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end,
yeah, get that cheese out of here, boy.
I have a lot of it.
Oh, I thought I blocked that. I thought I blocked that, but I didn't.
That edge is
I'm
what
just 4 shots.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Here's Smooth. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Horford's shot is good.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Here's lights out. Burke covering. Here's Smooth. And another one falls. Amazing. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Pass to Simmons. That shot, no good. Nice D from Durant. Here's Smooth. Good, he hits again. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
I'm about to take over again, y'all, so y'all know the Dove team
Now, here's
is coming again, bro.
Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Scott with the ball. He's picked up by KD. In transition, here come the Nets. And stolen by Simmons. And Horford wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Horford's got 7 points.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy, is he accurate.
Passes it to Smooth.
Bro, I got my takeover. I'm supposed to go crazy.
3-pointer.
Splash.
And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. Offensive onslaught. Simmons looking it over. Inside, Horford gets the bucket. Horford's got 7 points for the quarter.
I'll tell you, it takes a lot to knock Al Horford off balance. He is incredible at keeping his concentration through contact. Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible.
Yeah, boy.
Now Burke. Pass to Jones. And here is Burke. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
No answer for Simmons. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Prez is checked in for Durant. The 76ers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Here's Smooth. Here's lights out. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. .153 left in the third. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. So it's such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst.
I make splash. I make you splash.
Personally, professionally, what would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players. And
they called them lights out. They called them lights out.
I entered this
in the first half, he was shooting 67%.
The change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Trey Burke.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Korkmaz passes to Simmons. And another steal for him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
Converting the 3-point play. Converting the 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
The pass to Horford. And the foul called on Prez. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Don't foul, bro.
Here's Jones. He's been quiet so far.
Got a foul, bro.
In the game. He gets it in there.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Smooth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, easy call.
The Nets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
9 feet out, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Here's Smooth, guarded by Simmons. Here's Smooth.
Splish.
And the buzzer beater's good.
Big time
At the
shot.
buzzer, boy.
Beat the buzzer
Broke
there.
Ben Simmons' ankles.
Well,
Then
that's
shoot the
perfect
three.
end to
At the
quarter for
buzzer,
them. You have
boy.
no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well,
Got my tip over again, yo. So y'all know the double team coming in, bro.
team to defend.
Thanks again for
I found
joining
50.
us.
I found 58 spiders. I found 58 spiders. I found 58 spiders in my house. I found 58 spiders.
He's out there with Ennis. Chandler out there with Korkmaz. And it's Neto in at the point.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
First, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom three teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. Goes up again.
Splish.
Korkmaz.
Oh my God.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And Jones with the stuff.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And here are the 76ers now. Here's Neto. Korkmaz kicks to Neto. Outside, Jones. Now here's Ennis. James. Covering. Hits. Count that one from Ennis. Here's Smooth. Dwyers, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen.
With the horse swing, boy.
Here he comes,
yeah, boy.
and there
with the horse swing, boy.
Look at him punish that rim. And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Chandler, the pass to Ennis. The three.
No.
That one doesn't drop.
It's not.
And
Stephen
Curry,
boy.
Taking it the other way. Down low. Pass to Smooth. To the paint. And that one's good. James.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. The Nets making a switch here. Prez is checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. No coverage, that's out. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Here's Smooth, and the shot goes down.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Neto surveying the floor. Out left to the wing. Ennis passes to Neto. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching
Like you
the
Stephen
NBA.
Curry, boy.
Larry Bird
You know
was
it.
a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Prez brings the double team. 6 to shoot. Now here's Ennis. Tight defense on him. Rebound, Brooklyn. James has got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Neto.
I found 58 sputters. I found 58 sputters.
Takes the 3.
Rick.
Neto can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. There's James. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Chandler finds Neto. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all
time out.
Worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Brooklyn's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Smooth. Chandler with the rebound. Philadelphia shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the foul.
Why are you fouling?
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Harris on the double team. Passes to Neto. It's good. The assist that time for Menace.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Dinwiddie with it. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. James checked in for Joe Harris. Lights out comes in for Karis LeVert. And Smooth subbed in for Dinwiddie. Smooth passes to Prince. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good
Y'all like
look at Simmons.
this video, man. Like,
and
subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification bell so you never say alert. Go follow me on Peace Warrior, Antonio, that's 2593.
You all updated with the latest
and subscribe to my second channel, Antonio Peace. Peace, y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all in my next video. See y'all.
I'm still going.
Neto can't get it to go. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
So for the Nets, Jay's checked in for Jared Allen. And Prez is subbed in for Taurean Prince. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Elbow shot. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Neto.
I got a triple double, yo.
Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Converting the three-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old-fashioned way, boy.
47 left in the fourth
I'm gonna take over again, y'all. So y'all know the double team coming again, bro.
Pass to Ennis. Back to Neto to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Prez. Prez has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Smooth. Another bucket. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smooth.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double.
Dang, all of us gotta take. All of us gotta take over, yo. Team takeover. Yeah, I like that.
Neto, the pass to Scott, and stolen by James. Here's Smooth. Oh, that is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
And he has definitely been struggling
with the reverse window, boy. With the reverse window, boy. Completely, boy.
Convincingly,
with the reverse window.
Time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Over in the corner, Chandler.
You won't. Oh, my.
Back to Neto.
You want the last shot, bro.
Here's Korkmaz. Offensive rebound.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Brooklyn East.
Junior Pitts has 16 points